That's pretty sick. First thoughts looking at this character, his one seems pretty hard to juke. It's a pretty good damage ability, kind of not that long, so I don't feel like he'd be that good. It does bounce a little bit, but it feels pretty short. His two has a taunt and a slow, so it's pretty good CC. It's okay CC. I need to really feel how it works. Look at the numbers as well. His 3 is an amazing escape. Very, very, very good escape. As well as his ult being CC immune and damage immune. I mean, if you can make really good moves with that, I mean, that's kind of crazy. Obviously, walls is going to be a big counter to this character. No jump. Very similar to, you know, Hachi and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go over the actual numbers of what's going on here. So let's do that. Let's actually figure out what's going on with the stats and on these abilities. So this is his passive. I'm assuming, yeah, this is his passive. Dubious savings every time. What are we gonna call him? 'Cause I'm not calling him his full name. Danza. We call him Danza. That's definitely what we're calling him. Or Danzo. Is Danzo or Danza? Danzo. Why did it say Dan? Where did I get Danzo from? I mean Danza. Call him Danny. All right, we're gonna call him Danny. I like Danny. Yo, Danny. Yo, Danny's OP. Yeah, I like Danny. Every time Danny actively gains gold, he stores 10% into one of his money pouches instead. When a pouch is completely filled, Danny gains bonus gold and a permanent physical power increase before switching to a larger money pouch. Pouch gold 80, 140, 200, 300. Bonus power 10 per pouch. Bonus gold 180, 265, 350, 500. When he gains gold, he stores 10% into one of his money pouches instead. So 10% of his gold into a money pouch. When a pouch is completely filled, so this is like over going late game, right? It's not when you spend the gold, nothing happens because you just gain 10%. He gains bonus gold and permanent physical power increase before switching to a larger money pouch. Pouch gold 80, 140, 200, 300. Bonus power 10 per pouch. So he can get 40 max power. And this is the extra gold you get. It's a good chunk of gold. So he scales later. So that's good. He gets extra power from and scaling. That's actually just really good in general. And you get some extra gold. Danny rolls out 3 money bags that pass through and damage enemy minions but stop on enemy gods, slowing as they travel. Okay. Gods hit are damaged and intoxicated, dropping a gold coin that Danzo or Danny? We'll call him Danny. Danny or his ally gods can pick up to provide him 10 gold. When a money bag stops moving, it reveals to be explosive, which detonates after a short delay. So it doesn't reveal immediately. So you hit 2, it does extra damage on the same person. Is that what that's saying? The damage is 70 to 290. It's okay. That's whatever. Base damage. 80% scaling. That's pretty nice. It's really nice. Explosion damage. So when it pops, 130 plus 30%. Intoxicate duration. Pretty short. But then it scales. 1.4 is actually pretty nutty. Cost. The mana's not too bad. And the CD 12 seconds. That's a nice CD. A little Jotun's Wrath, a little 20-30% CD. He'd be looking pretty sweet. Then he takes a swig of his bottle of his sake. A swig of his sake. I like sake. Gaining health before hurling in front of him, dealing damage to enemies in the inner circle. The bottle of sake applies stacks to the enemy gods in the area, slowing, and upon reaching 3 stacks, taunting with no DR. I don't understand why they did this. I don't really like that, but whatever. Enemies that take more than 30% of their max health while taunted are broken out early. The healing scales. Oof. So 110 flat, 20% physical power. So you want to build high physical power on this character. The damage is 80 to 280. Pretty nice base power. Really good scaling. Slow per stack 10 for 1.5, 3 stacks, so 30% for 1.5. Taunt duration 1 second, not DR'd, so you're guaranteed to get that 1 second, meaning usually you could always get really clean combos with this character because you know it will not be DR'd. Hits the break 2, 3, 4 autos. Cost, pretty low mana cost. Cooldown, scales to 12 seconds. Pretty nice CDs from what I'm seeing here. The trickery ability, which I think is his best ability. I think it's an amazing ability. So if you walk into, so you always want to get out of it. Okay, well, let's read it. Danny creates a field where he moves faster. 10 to 20% scaling. Is slow immune. Big. This is actually really big. Underrated. And takes less damage from basic attacks. How much less? Reduce basic attack. Wow, 20%. Wow. That's a good chunk. Really good for 1v1s. If he leaves the field, it disappears, turning him into a leaf among other decoys that mimic his movement. In this state, his movement speed is increased. He is still slow immune and can pass through enemies. After a short delay from transforming, any hit from enemy gods or Danny himself attacks, he will revert back. So you get movement speed, you get 20% inside, and when you leave, you get 40%. So you definitely kind of want to brawl inside the little field, but you always want to get out, dip from it, whether you want to chase or disengage. You always want to start, so you want to time it properly. The field duration is 5 seconds, so usually around 4 seconds, you want to start walking out, whether it's to disengage or engage further, because this is a lot of movement speed. Reduce basic attack like we talked about, 20%. That's big. His 1v1 seems pretty good in my opinion right here. His combos seem pretty straightforward. 16-second CD is pretty long. Not too bad though. And then we're talking about his rocket, where he is damage immune and CC immune. He can shoot it or jump into it. Excuse me. While preparing, Danny can aim rocket within 180 degrees to lock onto enemy gods, or he can refire his ability to become the rocket. Once fired, the rocket will pass through and damage enemy minions, stopping on the first enemy god hit, damaging and stunning them while dealing 50% of the damage in a larger area. Damage 3 to 540, scaling 110. Seems like a pretty decent mid. Stun duration 1.4. He has two forms of CC, an insane escape, and he scales really well across. He has a good power increase, and he scales amazing throughout all his 3 damage abilities. I think it's really good. The one, yeah, I mean, you could consider this a CC. The intoxicate duration is, 1.4 is significant. But just hard CCs we'll talk about. Him getting out of the rocket. So definitely, obviously, walls shit on this character. Just like they do Hachi and Rama. But in general, the character has way better. Like, think about the characters with dashes. Like, let's look at the characters with dashes. Well, off the top of my head, I'm thinking Apollo, Rama, Hachi. This character is infinite. I mean, this item is infinitely better. This ability is infinitely better than those dashes. Cupid. Like, I feel like this is kind of bloated. You guys don't feel that way, chat? I feel like this ability is pretty bloated. But we'll see. His ult is sick. The fact that he can jump into it has a lot of different ways to use it, which makes the character, I think, versatile. This character is very versatile in the way you use him. Thinking of builds of like what I'm gonna do. I think I would do. I'm definitely thinking Transcendence. Like, there's no way that I'm thinking gloves. I mean, yes, you can go gloves because gloves are just kind of they're always good, but I'm definitely thinking Transcendence. I'm thinking CD. Like, I'm definitely thinking CD. I'm thinking Transcendence. Probably Crusher would be nice. Transcendence, because he has no steroid. He has no steroid. Trans with Fail Not. I was thinking Fail Not. The CD is pretty nice. It gives him a little bit of actual DPS on his autos. Crusher, Fail Not. Crusher, Fail Not. I don't even know if he needs Sustain. I don't even think he does. I think he's just like such a good poke character. Yeah, but his heal isn't really that good, to be fair. 12-second CD for like 150 heal. So you can't. It's not like a Cupid, but pretty amazing all around. I think. All right, so this is. I'm just gonna recap one more time. My boy Danny. We're calling him Danny, chat. Even in ranked, tell your friends. Call him Danny. Mr. Danny. He even looks like a cute little Danny. His name looks like he could be Danny. Does he look like his name could be Danny? Like he's smiling. He's like, yeah, I'm Danny, bro. Definitely Danny. He scales well. His passive's good. His first ability seems pretty decent. I need to actually use it and in PTS, so we'll go over that. His 2 is pretty nice. No DR. Big thing. 1 second taunt. Pretty sick. It's a slow. Tanuki Trickery, his best ability by far. One of the best escapes that I've seen from a hunter. Not including Heim 3, kind of toasted. And his ult is really sick. Very, very versatile. I think it's a very well-made character. I think with a little bit of balancing, he should be good. Very fun character. I think it's going to be fun, and I always enjoy fun hunters. So, I think it's a good job from Hi-Res. Chillin' Wraith, Hades, pretty sick. Snow Kid and Bastet, Little Leopards, pretty cute. And the recolor and the 2020 recolor. And the gold. Whoa, that Cthulhu skin's actually sick. Holy shit. That looks amazing. They're obviously already whipping out a skin for my boy. That's actually a sick skin. My boy robbing a bank. This Bologna skin is pretty cool. Wow, that Kukulkan skin is super nice. That Apposh skin is going to make me play Apposh, and you guys know how much I dislike Apposh. World Tour Nemesis, whatever. Malware Monarch Purse, pretty sick. Space Cadet Vulcan, probably won't use it, but looks okay, looks cool. Damn, that Jorm skin is sweet. SWC Champion Chunga. That's okay. Zero Gravity Nike, that's sick skin. That's super nice. I could see how that would look cool, like when she jumps and ults. Yo, Thunderfang Thor. Might have to start using this skin for Thor. Witching Hour Freya, whatever. Rogue Android Izanami, pretty cool. Let's go over the patch notes so you guys know that I don't really care too much about these things. All right, UI, Sir, Bologna fixed. I don't really care. Items fixed. Product areas. Okay, we don't really care about that. Hands of guns. To Clash Camps. Omega lol. Game mode. Don't really care too much about this. All right, let's talk about last patch for Season 7 before we go into Season 8. Pretty excited. Raw, obviously, we know that 3 was going to be nerfed. We've been talking about it for a while now. Decreased physical power from 10 to 8. Scaling up, losing 10 all across. Pretty big nerf. Excuse me, decreased magical power from 20 to 14. Obviously, kind of, matching the physical to the magical. And decreased protections, 10, 8 to 20, still losing 10 across. Big nerfs, big nerfs. Probably won't see Raw at Worlds too much. You probably still see them just because Raw is Raw. But, these are big changes. Definitely need to happen. Agree with them completely. Erlang, increased mana cost from 60 to 80. Hurts his early game. Decreased base damage from 15 to 75, and then 15 to 63. So they hurt his early game with the mana cost, and they hurt his late game with the scaling on his 1 on the base damage. Purse decreased all deployable HP from 5 to 3. Huge nerf. Pretty big nerf if you ask me. Obviously she still does her damage. Her passive is still kind of toasted, but this using her ult to hit on a wall Like, you actually have to directly hit the player now, which is a big difference for me. Instead, if it hits the wall, it's like an insta kill, which you just get 3 people to target, which is pretty big. Big nerf in my opinion. Jamoja decreased slow from 30 to 20%. Another nerf. Jamoja Purse, they're hitting the characters that were doing well in the SPL just because Worlds is coming along. I don't disagree with this. I enjoy this. Increase from 100 to 110 seconds at all ranks. Big Jamoja nerfs because she was getting banned every game, so I like that. I like those nerfs. Decreased base damage from 350 to his early game to 456. Okay, so 50 across. It should have been like this for a long time. Like, why is Sobek ult just a better Ymir ult that can move? So I agree with this. Set, we knew this was gonna happen, but very small nerf. I mean, 9 seconds. Lol. That's a very small nerf. That's not gonna change people playing Set. Now transfer any jungle buff or consumable potion effect she has currently active onto her transform state in her ultimate. I like this. Should have been happening from the beginning. Can now place ability in locations over walls. Whoa. That's actually a huge buff. That's a big buff. I don't know if anyone's gonna whip out Zeus in Worlds, in World qualifiers, but that's a big buff. It's a huge buff. Can now place the ability in locations over walls. Whoa. Oh, his one can't? Oh, sorry. Aegis Assault, just his shield. Actually, that's whatever. I lied to you. Sorry, chat. I'm sorry, YouTube. Yeah, that's not too much because you can't proc it. 1-2. It's not gonna do too much. Can now place ability. This is actually pretty big. I think it's really big. This buffs Ymir, and I feel like he was already pretty strong. Can now. Oh, nice. And all right, so they're doing. I feel like this is good. I agree with these changes. Terra, Ymir wall, both can go over walls now. I think this is really big for Terra. You're definitely gonna see more Terra because of this. So let's see. Increased passive duration from 4 to 7 seconds. Big buff for Bellona. Increased weapon duration from 5 to 7 seconds on all of the. Okay, that's big. That's big for her clear, actually. Very big for her clear. And now provides magical power to allies as well as physical power. Magical power 35 to 75. Increased physical power from 10 to 20 to 60. So 10 across all ranks. Increased flag duration from 6, 7, 8. So 8 seconds all on rank. Nice buffs to Bellona. Definitely not game-changing buffs, but little buffs here and there. I'm not sure if it's enough for her to be played. Has to be. I think she's still a niche character. Added a visual offset to buff and debuff effects applied to Cthulhu while in his ult state. This slightly moves these effects towards your player camera, so Cthulhu resistant effects like thorns can be seen more clearly. I like it. That's a good fix. Hell fixed an issue where passive was only increasing healing from abilities and MG, and now it should increase healing from all sources. Fixed an issue where her healing bonus wasn't probably ramping up over time with a passive meter. Fixed an issue where an untainted. Okay, so just like bug fixes. Loki increased final strike from 40 to. Whoa. That's a big. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. They debated me. So the scaling. So his early game is much better, but his late game is a bit worse. A tiny bit worse. But this is good for his early game. I still find this a buff. And then they increase the scaling. So this is a buff. This is a buff. Because it's huge for the early game. Well, this is where I see the early game right here. Definitely his clearing the back camps. He doesn't have to use his 2-3. I'm pretty sure he could just use his 3 now. And then scaling is better, so he doesn't go, so they kind of want you to build more damage and stop going like the hybrid Thorns Loki, even though everybody's still going to go the hybrid Thorns Loki because Pre-Win's broken. Let's see some tier changes. I love to see tier Worlds. Increase assault stance power from 8. Wow. And then 50. Okay, so just his early game. A little bit. Early mid game is a little bit nicer. Increase defense stance protection from 0 to 10. So kind of same thing, yes. So little like early mid game buff. Nothing big. Decrease power up time from 20 to 12 seconds. Nice buff. Real nice. Increase attack damage from 30 to 35 to 95. A little bit. Little buffs. Solid buffs. It's still not good enough, but solid. Sylvanus. 5 extra base movement speed. That helps. Base attack speed 0.85, 0.9. That helps. Increase base attack speed per level 0.6, 0.8. Helps him farm by himself a little bit. Helps his early game, his laning phase. But that's it. Artsaavy. We saw her a lot in the playoffs, and I felt like she wasn't doing anything, in my honest opinion. Decrease mana cost from 50 to 40, 60, so she could spam a ton more. Increase duration of the debuff from 4 to 6. That's nice. That's solid. Increase duration of the buff from 4 to 6. All right, these are nice buffs. These are pretty solid. And we saw her a little bit, so we might see her more. Increase base damage from 255 to 275, scaling to 595 into 110% scaling. Whoa, dude. Stinger's about to one-shot people. What the hell? Everybody, do not get hit by his ult. That hurts. I don't know if we'll see him. If we do see him, it's definitely in the mid lane. Apollo increased damage rate from Sobuto from 80 to 330, 10 base damage all across. That's nice. Helps his early game a ton, I feel. This is important for minions, I feel. For his laning phase. Increased deploy range from 35 to 40 units. Yeah, whatever. It's better to catch people, but I feel like it doesn't do not that big of a change. Increased damage mitigation gains while channeling from 50% at all ranks. Oh, wow. His ult scales. 70%. Whoa. Whoa. That's nice. Not sure if we'll still see him, but that's real nice. Puash. Trash ass gone. Fix the issue where boss monsters would kill all parts of deployed corpses. Wow, I can't believe that happened. I didn't remember that happening. Decrease mana cost from 70 to 60. Helps his early game. Helps his early game, mid game. Helps him spam. Decrease mana cost from 60 to 60 at all ranks. Yeah, helps him spam. Just mana problems, I guess. I guess we were assuming that his character had mana problems. Yeah, this character's still in the trash bin. Woo! A lot of changes, but mostly just touch-ups. Just touch-ups everywhere. Nothing real crazy. I think, if anything, these are the most crazy changes that actually impact the game a lot. Let's look around. Yeah, that's about it. Jamoja got hit pretty hard, so we might not see her banned as much. Purse change is pretty decent. Might not see Purse as much. Erlang got hit a tiny bit. Raw got hit hard. That was bound to happen. So all around, really good patch coming into Worlds. Nice touch-ups. And really excited to play this new character in PTS. So definitely on YouTube, and we'll be seeing you guys soon with this my boy Danny gameplay.